Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Monday, 17th of September 2018. So starting off with the pound on Friday, you can see the market was sideways to begin with. We then saw prices move higher and then back to sideways once more. We had a potential sell signal here. You can see this market started to move lower, and then just at 1:30 we saw the news come out. We'll find it here somewhere. There we go. We had the retail sales figures out, and they were bad. 0.1. Previous was 0.17. I mean bad. I mean the next exceptional at 0.7, but the forecast was for 0.4, and it came out at the 0.1. So this sent the dollar moving lower, and the pound obviously moved higher there. You can see the pound moving higher as the news hit the wires, and then of course it resumed the downward move there, you can see, and it's been sideways since and is trying to move up at the moment, but it's stuck at the DP level there, and also the 200 bar moving average. Meanwhile, in the daily chart, we're down on Friday, which you can see, and attempting to move higher on the overnight, and just above the 76% retracement there at 130.805, and 130 is a very important level, as we've spoken of before, in the pound, so keep an eye on this. News, nothing today. Just the final CPI for the Eurozone and Empire State Manufacturing Index for the US there. So not a lot to report. In the Dow for Friday, let's have a look in the pre-market session just to remind myself what happened. I was actually around at the time, sideways, and then the market moving lower to begin with, finding some support at the 26,150 level there by the looks of things, before moving back up and then straight back down here in one fell swoop on news. No idea what the news was, but it was enough to send the market down 100 points, and then it traded back up 50% of the move, or just over 50%. So have a quick look just again to show you the manipulation in this market. Bring it back, yeah, 62% the market came back right back to the 200 bar moving average as well, which you can see quite clearly here that that was the case, and then the market sideways to lower. It certainly begs the question of how much longer this market can continue to move higher, but I suspect it's going to move back to the all-time highs. If we look at the daily chart before we see this market have any form of shakeout, which it's due for. It's just been on the highs and in a trading range since February, so it will certainly be interested. The range is very narrow as well, as you can see here for Friday, and narrow on the overnight at the moment as well. The market remains above the 20 bar moving average, and the 50 bar moving average, and also the 200 bar moving average as well. So still on the buy side there for this market. Bitcoin, well, just the weekend really, and we remain sideways. There's not a lot else to say about this market at the moment, other than that it is stuck in a range. This is more clearly defined in the 4-hour chart, and you can see this from the weekend. We've had a couple of spikes to the downside, and then we've seen the market rally back on both occasions, but sitting at the 6528 level there. We did peak above this a couple of times. We got here and here, but the market then moved back to the downside, but a clearly defined sideways range, just as much as we had over here when we saw the market like this before. It just managed a quick move to the upside there. So that's a quick roundup of events. Fairly quiet actually, given that everything is so-called back to normal. So with a bit of luck, things will start to pick up a bit as we move forward and head towards October, which of course is seasonally renowned for all sorts of financial calamities in the past. So let's see what happens. Not that I want a financial calamity, I would like to stress. I just want an increase in volatility. A nice steady flow of momentum would be fine. If you get too much volatility, it's impossible to trade because you just can't get the fill. So I'm not looking for a flash crash or a crash of any description. I'm looking for a nice increase in volatility in one direction to maximize those profits. Right, that will do it for this one. If there's anything to report, I will let you know. But other than that, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.